Southwest London, close enough to care.
So after we go off the air voluntarily at 7 p.m. this evening, we will be applying yet again to the Home Secretary for a licence. We will keep you informed in the best way possible of the progress of that. I'm sure through the local press and everyone else who's been here today will learn an awful lot of what is going to happen.
I come in here and seeing the damage, the great damage done to this building by people who should have had more respect for the building. At least if the police came here, for instance, they would have the courtesy to knock on the door, as they always do, and are invited in, and you do not object to that. But for people to think they have the power to kick a door down and break into a place and do criminal damage, it is, may I say, for a want of a better word, unfortunate.
Going off on the radio, so putting out
So thanks very much for her to ring. To her for ringing, that's the way around, isn't it? I'm getting ever so accused, I'm getting really tired.
Well, I think that is due to action by the Department of Trade and Industry.
And if you'd like to come down then please, we'd love to see you. You know where we are, 32A Central Road in Worcester Park. Or of course you can pop along to 87? Yes it is, isn't it? Yes,
Abbots Road, North Sheen.
I should know that by now. We'd love to see you, please do come down and see us.
Just a request.
All right then, well thanks very much Kate. By the way, the people at Ricky's News at 42 Central Road in Worcester Park, they've supplied the station with newspapers over the years, and they say good luck to Radio Jackie, and they'd like to have a record play for them. As a matter of fact, I did just pop in to say hello to them, and they gave me a free box of matches, plus a free copy of the Evening Standard, so we'll have a quick look at the front page of the Evening Standard a little bit later on this afternoon. Meanwhile, the brand new record from Robert Plant. This afternoon, it's quite an amazing moment, especially as it's the dying moment of Radio Jackie. What is your name?
Gail.
Where does you come from, Gail?
53 Ruskin Drive.
And which school do you go to?
Cheam Common.
Yeah, Cheam Common. You like Cheam Common?
No.
Yeah, well, what is your favourite school? What is the best school to go to?
Non-such.
Non-such? Why do you like non-such?
No.
No? Very classy, but it's nice for non-such park, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, always a nice place to go to. Do you want to say hello to anyone?
Can I say hello to my mum and dad?
Anyone else?
And my sister.
And your sister? What's your sister's name?
Claire.
Claire. All right then. Oh, hello Claire. I've spoken to you already, haven't I? Okay, we've also got somebody else actually here this afternoon who's come down from, I believe it's East Grinstead.
That's right, yes.
East Grinstead. Do you want to come a little bit closer?
Yes, that's good.
Just struggle past the crowds of people here. It's amazing, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So, I mean, how long have you been listening to Radio Jackie?
Well, I listened to the very first broadcast in '69.
Because the government has quite rightfully said, or Leon Britton suggested in the House a few weeks ago now, that community radio should be a thing of the future. In fact, suggests that we have experimental community stations within 12 months. Do you think Radio Jackie should be one of those stations?
I think so. I think you'd be given an experimental licence for maybe a year. Well, I don't see why you shouldn't get one indefinitely. I think you've proved your work, definitely.
What would you say about a government that didn't license Radio Jackie?
I think it's very, very mean indeed. I think they're out of touch with the people.
Would you vote for that government again?
No, I certainly think twice of it. But I don't believe that any of the political parties at the moment really understand what the Radio Jackie is trying to do, as far as I can see.
Well, hopefully the government will prove you wrong.
Yeah. Hope so, yeah.
Well, thanks very much for coming in.
Okay.
Don't forget...
He said he won't be able to get in there. Let's just have one more large hello from everyone by the door. I think the lead won't even reach any further. So one more large hello from everyone here to everyone listening at home from Radio Jackie. After 3, 1, 2, 3. And with that, back to you, Dave.
At 1 hour and 22 minutes, Radio Jackie ceases to broadcast in an unlicensed capacity. Hopefully, if the Home Secretary sees he will license us in the not too far distant future. One of the things that the Department of Trade and Industry did take when they popped in to see us the other day, very nice of them, they took all our jingles. Now, not to be deterred, we decided to sing some of the jingles ourselves. So first of all, we decided to sing the 227 jingle. So are we all ready?
Yes!
Great. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
227 Radio Jackie, the sound of Southwest London. 227 Radio Jackie, the sound of Southwest London.
Not bad, didn't quite have the polish. And while we're sort of in the mood, there was another jingle which started with the words, what was it now? From the bustle. So are we all ready for this one? This is a very complicated one. Right, so it starts from the bustle of suburbia. Right, so it's 1, 2, 3. From the bustle of suburbia to the Surrey Downs, to houseboats on the River Thames, to office blocks in town. Close enough to really care, as friends should always be. We're Southwest London's favourite station, Radio Jackie!
Cheeky rat.
How are you?
I'm alright, thank you. Been here all day. Been here all day yesterday, basically.
Well, I was up here on Saturday or Sunday, bought some equipment. Well, my equipment. Very pleased with
And between now and 7 o'clock, we're going to be saying goodbye to the presenters that have worked for Radio Jackie in the last 16 years. And I would note, by the way, that if you are a presenter that has worked for Radio Jackie in the last 16 years and you haven't had a chance to say your goodbyes yet, you better pop along to 32 Central Road in Worcester Park. Also, if you just simply like Radio Jackie, do pop along. We're having a party tonight because we're going off the air at 7 o'clock. Who's more recently been working for the station is Owen Davis. Hello, Owen.
Hello, Dave. How are you?
How are you? Oh, fine.
Oh, it's sad evening in a way, isn't it?
It is, actually.
I tell you what I was thinking coming up in the car, Dave. Excuse me. Tonight really is a successful evening because the response from the public indicates really that Jackie has achieved what it set out to do, created a community spirit, and that's what it's all about.
That's very true.
I think so. And the sad thing is, no, I think what it's done also, it's proved, you see, to government that there is a need for smaller communities. Life's got too big, and Jackie has stressed that with great success.
Well, hopefully we'll win through in the end.
Yeah, well, we'll be here again making tea.
Owen, thanks very much.
Pleasure, Dave.
Goodbye. And also with us is Alistair Phillips. Hello, Alistair.
Hello, Dave.
In fact, you're the guy that's been doing the overnight programme for the last, what, 6 months?
6 months or so, yes, indeed. Well, it's a very sad day, as Owen said. I mean, I'd like to say it has been a privilege to contribute to Radio Jackie over the past 6 months or so. And I'd like to thank all the listeners and the advertisers and the communities of Southwest London whose support has made it all possible, I don't know.
It's a difficult moment.
It is. In the last 16 years, I mean, Radio Jackie's done nothing but good, and the events leading to its closure are monstrous. Many people have worked very, very hard over the years to put Radio Jackie on the air, and I hope that their efforts will be rewarded, as they should be, with the granting of a licence. And I look forward to Radio Jackie's early return.
Because the Home Secretary did say in the House, what was it, about 2 weeks ago, that he was planning to introduce experimental community licence in the next 12 months. And obviously, hopefully, we think Radio Jackie should be one of those stations.
Well, most certainly it should be. I mean, nobody's worked harder to that end.
OK, well, hopefully we'll hear Alistair Phillips' dulcet tones on the radio again in the not-too-far-distant future.
Well, I sincerely hope so, but whether or not you do, I hope Radio Jackie returns.
All right, then. Well, that was Alistair Phillips of Radio Jackie. Hopefully, Alistair Phillips will return as long as Radio Jackie returns. We have 15 minutes before we close down because we're voluntarily going off the air at 7 o'clock in the studio this afternoon, or should I say this evening. We got Kate Davis. Hello, Kate.
Hello, Dave.
How was it?
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Long time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been really great. It's not exactly easy to say goodbye. I did have something written down, but I don't think I'll bother. Just thanks to all the listeners who've made it possible, and to the staff.
OK, and because Radio Jackie's really become a way of life. So, no, goodness knows what we're going to do now.
Don't know.
OK, thanks very much. Also, we've got Les here at the moment.